What it do, man? What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters, man. Gnome Impact has just ended, man. And so far, let me ask you this. I'm with my co-host, the lovely, beautiful Miss Jess. How did you like the event overall?
It was a solid event. I'll just say that. It turned out to be a solid event, and that's pretty much all I'm gonna give it.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate it?
A six.
A 6. I'm gonna keep it 100. Before the last battle that we're about to address and talk about,
Mm-hmm.
I had it maybe a 4.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that last battle actually made it go somewhere around maybe a 6 or 7, somewhere where you at, if it wasn't for that last battle. So getting right off into it, man. Shouts out to the One United Front, everybody that's watching and supporting. Appreciate all the love, man. Let's get right off into this, man. You know what I'm saying? The thing about what's taking place here is the thing about what's taking place here that we need to really address is the URL is in desperate need of trying to actually brand a new face to carry the torch of the URL, seeing that Easy the Block Captain is left, who actually is dominating battle rap right now. So this last event was the last battle of the night was Geechi and Rock teaming up with each other to go against Geechi's own partner, because they on the same squad, Rum Nitty and New Jersey Twork. Um, these are basically the four most powerfulest dudes on the URL right now. So I couldn't wait for this battle because I knew this battle wasn't going to be a disappointing battle, seeing who these guys are. Now, a lot of people were skeptic about Twork. Like, Twork choke a lot in battles, so mess this up. But I didn't believe he would mess it up when you got a partner who take up the slack for you. And that's the good thing about 2-on-2s, because you're not by yourself. You have assistance. You have somebody to help you remember where you left off at, where you should take off from. And you hear that all throughout the night. The different partners was telling people where to start from, where they left off at, how to pick it up. You saw that throughout the night. So I knew they was going to be okay in that aspect of that, because it's a difference when you got to do it all by yourself and when you have help. However, so we have the main event of the night: Rock and Geechi Gotti versus Rum Nitty and New Jersey Twork, the battle for the URL. And
Mm.
these are the four faces and superpowers of the URL. Now, it was amazing how this first started. Rum Nitty, who called the alien, I guess, you know what? They talk about rehearsing in battles. I'm not going to say they rehearsed this, but some talks had to be discussed before the battle, because they didn't do the coin toss in the way it was set up. When Smack was announcing New Jersey Twork and Rum Nitty didn't come out. Twork came out first and just opened up the round and just started rapping. And he introduced Rum Nitty out. And Rum Nitty came out in an alien suit, because everybody know he the alien. He be saying some way out crazy things. So he hold himself dear to being the alien, the, you know, extraterrestrial. You know what I'm saying? And you have no idea the things he's going to say and how well he script and craft his words together. So, sis, what did you think about when he came out in the alien outfit? What did you think about that?
Um, that was creative and entertaining. Off rip, when Rock came out and
Yeah.
Geechi came out, it was pretty lame. It just they just regularly
Was you
walked out.
was you scared?
And so I was not I wasn't scared, but I was like I was just on my edge of my seat. I sat up because the round before that I was falling asleep. But I started to sit up and like pay attention, like okay, what's about to happen.
Jess.
So oh,
Jess.
can you hear
Can
me?
you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you.
Yeah. I asked you what I couldn't
I
hardly hear
know.
you that well. I
Okay,
asked
can you
you
hear me?
what did you think about yeah, I hear you clear now. What did you think about the alien?
I said it got my attention because at the beginning of the round, their opponents didn't really come out with any much energy. Um, Before the alien came out, the way he was
Hold on,
rapping the
hold
lyrics.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
What?
Jess.
What?
You got it wrong. What you mean his opponents them didn't come out with no much energy? They didn't rap first. Twerk didn't rap
No,
first.
the entrance, their entrance when they walked on stage, compared to
What
their opponents. Um, Twork already came out. He was rapping the lyrics to the song. He was getting hype. The energy that they came out explosive was from jump. Since they touched their foot on a stage, the energy was already there, and they already set the bar at a high level. So when the alien came out, like I was saying earlier, but you didn't hear me, I said I was already falling asleep a little bit during it was getting a little dry, and then when the alien came out, I sat up and like, okay, what's about to happen? What's like I got on the edge of my seat. I was like, okay, they have my attention, and they took my attention and gave me a show. They gave me a movie. So I'm not mad about the alien move. At first it was like, bruh, what are they doing? Like, why do they need props? But it didn't hurt the performance as bad as other props, in my opinion, hurt the performance in the past. So no, I had no issue with it.
you scared of aliens?
No,
You not scared of aliens?
no, I think of myself as an alien. I'm not of this world. So
Do
I'm
you
weird
believe
like
do
that.
you believe in aliens?
Oh, I definitely believe that we're not alone.
Okay. Okay. Um okay, so with that being said, Romnitty come out in the alien outfit. I thought it was very strategic how they did it. Twerk
Mm,
came out, he had a nice little setup to bring him out. Rum come out, Rum come out. When Rum come out, he speaking like I believe it may have been an alien, but he was just basically mumbling things you didn't understand. Twerk was interpreting what he was saying. And
right.
then when it came to him coming out of the suit, it was just crazy how it just hit. And they opened up, man, and actually, man, they first round. I'm gonna say they first round was overkill. And the reason why I say overkill, they went so long. But the crazy thing about overkill, sometimes you can rap so long that it hurts the round. Not in this case.
Mm-mm.
They were so on point. They were so together. The chemistry was so crazy.
They
Man,
stole
let
the
me
show.
tell you something. Oh my gosh, man. Them dudes, and they was, man, let me tell you something. You wouldn't have known that this was their first time ever joining together and do this. Them dudes was rapping like they was rapping together for years.
Mm.
Okay? They was on point. They had energy, stage presence, cadence. The bars was going crazy, man. Oh my gosh, they was bananas on that stage, man. And they bought it to Rum. They bought it to Geechi, Gotti, and Tay Rock, and it was overkill. It's like they unloaded the whole drum, loaded it back up, and gave them another drum, and they didn't leave no rock unturned. What did you think of
Listen,
that first round by
listen.
Twerk and Rum?
They they brought backup, like, and it wasn't, and they used it. They used their backup. I would say they executed everything very well. Their opponents came prepared, but they came ready to kill. Okay, so no, they didn't let down nobody. Even though that they were rapping for a long time, everybody was enjoying it. Well, I can't say the crowd. The crowd was pretty crazy itself, but you were literally round after round after round, just like give me more. Even when they ended, like dang, they already ended it. All right. What does the next team got? Like no, I didn't felt like it was too long. Maybe like round two, I noticed that it was long. I was like, wait, did they end now? And then they came back and wrapped some more, but I didn't really notice that they were going for too long the first round. It was entertaining. It was a show, so I had no issue with it.
So
And
going
plus, it
into the
was
first,
all relevant because they just spotted aliens out in California. So they was just
yeah,
talking about that recently. Did so everything was literally. They gave us the lyrics and they also gave us the show. So
yeah,
I
they went bananas. And both these guys, man, twerk when it come to rapping, man, one of the most impactful battle rappers in battle rap, maybe one of the most influential battle rappers ever in battle rap. When it comes to, I don't think there have been anybody more influential in battle rap than Twork, Mook, and Verb. I think they influence in battle rap is crazy. And when you mix that in with Rum Nitty, who is just respected in his battle rap community, is just a killer, man. And that 1-2 punch was crazy. Crazy. They did very well. In fact, the way I scored it in the first round, the way I scored it, I gave Rum Nitty and New Jersey Twork, I gave them 44 points in the first round. 44 points in the first round. Um, that was just crazy. That was just crazy to me. Rum had this line where he come up to Rock and he said, he said, no, that was Twork. Twork said this to one of them. He said, "You the first person I put down emergency contact." That was crazy. And Rob Nitty go over to Rock. It was crazy how he told Rock, "Do what you used to doing and don't fight it." Oh man, bro, that, oh my gosh, boy, they was going crazy, man. 44 points in the first round. That's how I scored it. You didn't keep score, right?
I did not keep score. I don't got a score like you, no.
Okay. And okay. So
But I
I
do
got,
know that. Twerk- Okay, 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 okay.
hold on. Because I don't want you to, you know,
Oh wait, oh you only gave okay. You
should
only
have
did
talked
one side
about,
of the story.
we should have
All
talked
right, go
about this. You know, I'm training her right now. I gotta make sure she understand the process. I know we should have talked about this before I went live, but the event ended too late. It's already 11. So hold on. Here's the thing. Never mind. We just gonna do what we do. We don't really rehearse. It is what it is. 44 points I gave Twork and Rum Nitty the first round. Sis ain't keep score on that. Rock, did you want to say anything about their first round while we go into Rock and Geechi first round?
Oh, I just wanted to say, Twerk and Nitty rounds were ridiculous, and it made it very hard to follow up with that because after they finished, I was like, there's not a beatable round. There's nothing you can do to to beat that first round. Like try as hard as you want. It's not possible. I was scared for Rock and Geechi after I heard that first round. But yeah, go ahead and you can talk about you can talk about that.
That's exactly what I was meaning. That's exactly what I was meaning. Rock and Geechi comes on after Twerk and Rum Nitty. And again, for the most part, these are the two current faces of the URL, seeing since Easy departure. Both men is warriors at heart, and both men it's the best to ever do it in battle rap. Would they be able to match the energy in New Jersey Twork and Rum Nitty after putting on, man, one of probably the best rounds ever recorded in battle rap history? I can say that, man. And let me tell you, Rock and Geechi came out and they was solid. I just didn't think it wasn't close at all. They were solid though, and they rounds, it was average, just average shooting. It didn't really have something to it, like how creative Twork and Rum Nitty was. It wasn't. It was solid, but after hearing, like you said, it's hard. It would be hard to follow that. It would be hard to follow that, and I don't think that they did that, even though they were solid. It just wasn't good enough. I gave them 20 points in the first round to Twork and Nitty 44. And mind you, they Rum Nitty and Twork did rap longer. Uh but they clearly lost that first round. So I got it 1-0, Twork and Nitty over Rock and Geechi. How did you call the first round, and what did you think about Rock and Geechi in that first round?
I gave it to Twork and Mr. Alien. So I can't even remember. I'm gonna try to see if I can recall, but I like tied up the shirt around his head. He looked like Carlton Banks, man. Like first, like off the rip, I can remember punchlines that were just out of this world. Like I was like, yo, this is gonna be this is something different. This is gonna be something that I haven't. We finally got a battle of the night. Like the other ones, okay, I respect and I'm proud of all the people that showed up and didn't choke and went through their round. But when as soon as Geechi started, first things first, it was the energy was just crazy. No, not Geechi. Was it Geechi? No, it was Twork and Rum Nitty. First things first, they took control of the audience. They took control of the stage, and it was just something different. I'm like, okay, finally we got a battle that's actually going to be a battle, and they set the tone and the energy. Whether or not their opponents came ready, they was ready. So it was a gnome impact for real. Okay, so I gave it to Twerk and Nitty. They were wilding. Like I don't even know if that crowd even gave them what they deserved as far as reactions go, but they
What did you think? What did you think about Rock and Geechi first round?
Tay Rock and Geechi's first round. Um, they put up a fight. Matter of fact, when I think Tay Rock was starting to take control, I was like, okay, Tay Rock's fighting back. He's giving these little, low key good punches, but they weren't good enough compared to what was already laid out prior. So I felt like Tay Rock did try to put up a fight um, and stand on his square, but after you just took that beating, there's no coming back from that. You just got to prepare for the next round. Like everything backwards, and then they came back with the rebuttal to that backwards thing, and it was funny that the rebuttal hit, and then Tay Rock was going. They had the momentum, and it was amazing, but it wasn't explosive and dope like what what Tay Rock, not Tay Rock, what Twork and Nitty did. So unfortunately, um, I had to give it to Twerk and Rum.
Going into the second round, Rum Nitty and Twork coming off one of the most phenomenal first rounds maybe ever recorded in battle rap history. 1-0 going over Rock and Geechi Gotti. Would they be able to continue that momentum that they did in the first round? Second round comes off, and I'm just gonna say it again. Again, the chemistry them two brothers had together, the substance in their raps, man, you would just know that they was. I ain't see a 2-on-2 chemistry like that since it's a couple people who had chemistry like that. NWX, um, Arsenal and Kid Chaos. But let me tell you something. I seen Twork with Shotgun Suge and people liked it. I seen Rum Nitty with Geechi Gotti and Ill Will. People liked it. Same Twork with the Goonies. People liked it. But this right here,
Mm,
don't break this team up. If y'all gonna be doing double impact, you got to bring them on again.
right.
Ooh, these dudes went banana second round, taking
Mm,
off just like they did in the first round. The only difference is it wasn't as long, but it definitely was long enough. I put it this way: the first round they probably rapped for 7 minutes.
mhm.
Second round they may have rapped for maybe 3, like usually a round is when it comes to battle rap. So I would say in the second round, just like the first round, fire, but just a little shorter with the time, seeing that they just overkilled in the first round. So I gave them 28 points in the second round.
Mm.
And when Geechi and Rock come back on after that, again, they second round was just like they first round, but probably a little better, but it wasn't good enough to actually beat Rum Nitty and New Jersey Twork. So I gave them 24 points in the second round to Twork and Rum Nitty 28. So I already got them 2-zip already going into the third. How did you call the second round, sis?
All right. So the second round, in my opinion, overall, after Twerk and Nitty finished, I was like, okay, this is a beatable round. They did good. It was fire. It was still the same amount of energy, but at least they ain't go for long. And so this is where I'm thinking, okay, Tay Rock and can come in and actually win a round. All right. So this was actually a beatable round, but it still was a good fire round. So you still have to come with some smoke and not no mid range smoke. So the Ray Charles was crazy. The um pull up to the chin and dig it in like an archaeologist. Like it was like, oh my, they were saying so much stuff that I couldn't even type fast enough to write down everything that they were saying. So it was, oh my gosh, fire. Okay, and plus, like, it was so fire. We're like, dang, they already done. Like, we was ready for some more. Okay, so they did their thing. As far as Tay Rock, they came in, and they had an impressive round, but it wasn't enough where I would say they went over the top and they actually beat Twerk and Nitty. Twerk and Nitty, congratulations to them. They pen game together. Yo, it's fire. So Tay Rock, his imagery, his metaphors, his impressions of Tay Rock was what was so funny. Like, they was giving you lyrics, they were giving you punchlines that was serious, but then they were also having you dying, laughing, capping on them. So, like, even though it was a short round, it was like, all right, you got to do better. And I don't feel like they did better than what Twerk and Nitty creatively presented and lyrically presented. Like, no,
This
it
one
was
that was
round two.
that was one thing I liked about the round too. Actually,
Mhm, mhm,
I love the fact. See, a lot of people didn't think because of these matchups that they was actually going to take each other as serious. Seeing that Rum Nitty and Geechi Gotti is actually on the same team and squad, and the rapport that Rock and Twerk actually have too, and the rapport that they have within each other. They all URL brothers, and a lot of people just was under the impression they wasn't gonna go at each other as hard. One thing I liked about this battle too that stood out to me, and something that Rum Nitty ain't even known for even doing. What impressed me in this battle, Rum Nitty got personal. He usually don't get personal like that. He wasn't holding nothing back coming at Rock. He addressed the tranny situation. He addressed his girl Caution situation. And when I say addressed it, I mean addressed it. He addressed the chain stealing. He addressed the turning it back on Bria's Raw thing and not fighting. He got personal and literally was hitting on every level, clicking on all cylinders, and they didn't leave no rock unturned. Like you said, it wasn't just the bars, it wasn't just the gun lines, it was the theatrics, man. Again, they theatrics was on point, comedy was on point, personal was on point. They gave you everything, schemes, double, triple entendres, man, haymakers. They gave you everything, man, and that was bananas. And I was actually impressed because they didn't shoot, even Rum Nitty was dissing the Crips. You get what I'm saying? Along with Twork. That's what I mean by how personal this battle got. Even Geechi. You know what I'm saying? So I love that about the battle, that they actually took it serious against one another and they got personal, okay? They got personal. Even mentioning him hitting Miss Hustle, you know what I'm saying? And man, listen, they ain't hold nothing back, man. They went in on this. Twork speaking about how he was busting down Coffee. Geechi rebuttals was on point. Let me say that too. Geechi Gotti rebuttals was on point. Geechi upgraded his rebuttal game. Man, Geechi rebuttals be crazy. You talk about Chef Trez respected for the rebuttals. Geechi rebuttals was on point every time he did a rebuttal. It was crazy. But however, just like sis, me and her both have Rock and Geechi down 0-2 already, going into the third on a phenomenal team of New Jersey Twork and Rum Nitty, man. Crazy. Would this be a
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say, would this be a 30 going into the third? Go ahead, sis.
No, I was already saying get the caskets. It's gonna be a 30 because like Tay Rock and Geechi, they rap their butts off. Yes, they're lyrically they rap their butts off, but the chemistry seemed forced. If I'm really gonna just be unbiased and compare what both teams are bringing to the table, yes, they bring in clean lyrics. Lyrically, they did it, but it's supposed to be a team battle, and something was off. The chemistry was not there for a lot of other teams, but that's why I also like counted that negative towards Tay Rock and Geechi, because the second round, Rock and Geechi could have won, but the chemistry was off, and they didn't do better than their opponents. But did bring smoke. It just wasn't enough. And the crowd wasn't helping in their favor, because they did have some good lines, but then the crowd didn't react, so it was just like it was really cold in that environment. I wasn't there, but it seemed real cold, and it felt like they needed to do it in a different arena, because or different state, because that was not it wasn't working out for them. But they did come out punching, but it just wasn't, in my opinion, good enough. So I was going in the third. I'm like, okay, there's no way that they're going to be able to come back and match the energy that Twork and Nitty was given. Because
Going into the third,
right up until the second round, Tay Rock and Geechi did not bring the same amount of energy um, to the rounds, but they were cooking. Okay.
going into the third, we have a possible 30 from, again, one of the most shocking 2-on-2 teams put together in battle rap, which had the whole culture now going to be talking about just how dominant the team is. Would it be a 30? Going into the third round, again, Rum Nitty, Geechi Gotti, not Geechi Gotti, Rum Nitty and New Jersey Twork still not taking their foot off the gas. Another phenomenal, sensational round. Um, I gave them 39 points. 39 points in that third round. They went crazy again. I'm like, this, this, this a dangerous team right here. I'm talking about a dangerous team right here. People always talks about gun titles, surf and rock, and how impactful they is. And even in WX, man, this 2-on-2 team right here.
Mm.
Let me say this. 39 points in the third round. So I'm saying to myself, man, this is 30. This over, man. What's amazing, after they round was over, Rock get the like, okay. We about to get him this time. Rock geek. Because what we didn't know, in this third round coming up, for the most part, Rock and Geechi would do half and half solos. That's why Rock was so fired up. He like, look, in this third round, I get to be me. Rock come out along with Geechi in the third round, already down 2-0, losing by a large margin in the third round with 39 points, which is hard to actually make up. Rock went berserk in that third round. He went berserk in that third round. It was a scene in the round where Rock was going off so crazy. The way they had it set up, Geechi get to walking away and he tell Rock like, hey, I'll be back. No, keep doing what you're doing. You got this. And while Rock is going up against Twork and Rum Nitty by himself, and Geechi go walk away, then Rock look back at him and see Geechi went back in the corner. Are they side? And then Rock like, oh, I thought you left me for real. Easy did, shook the crowd. Cause y'all know that Easy just released his turning his gun titles resignation of not wanting to no longer be called gun titles or have wanting to be a part of it. So that shook the room. Then I just thought Rock was just gonna do it by himself and go crazy. Then Geechi come in. And Geechi doing him. And let me tell you, man, 58 points in that third round. I gave Rock and Geechi 58 points in that third round. That was crazy. Only if they could have did that in the first 2 rounds. Too little, too late. But let me tell you, that was crazy. Fire. But they ended up pulling out a round in the end, only to not be enough, being already down 2-0, in my opinion. So I had Rock and Geechi winning the third, 39-58. How did you call that third, Jess?
Okay, so pretty much this. I don't. As far as the points, I don't have the points, but pretty much the same thing. I just don't like. This is supposed to be, like you said, the face of URL, right? Tay Rock and Gotti. And if you you understand how amazing you have to be to make Rock and Gotti look like regular amateurs? I was like, yo, this is not good. This is not looking good. I think I was in the chat with you. We was watching it together, and I put it in the chat. I'm like, yo, this is not looking good. Like, this is supposed to be this is supposed to be URL's like best of the best, and they looking real regular on stage right now. And the more they kept saying every effing gun title, the worse it got, in my opinion. Like, yo, first run around before you get cocky. Like, he was too busy trying to get a reaction out of the crowd than focusing on matching your opponent's energy. So going into the third, I have a 2-0. I don't know. what was going to happen, but I did know that this 2-2 team was a good matchup. But um, literally everybody came for everybody. You wouldn't think these people were friends. Um, the way that third round, yes, I have Twork and Geechi winning the third round, but the way that they came for each other, nothing was off limits. Um, it was crazy. Like people were catching strays, coffee was catching strays. I took coffee and put cream in it. It was just it was just all outrageous, like insane and very very entertaining. They strategized. I don't know why. If he had all that energy, if he had all that, why didn't it? He it should have been Tay Rock. They should have done that in round one. They should have did that in round two. Why have your third and you guys you wrote this third to be this phenomenal, and then if you look at the first and the second, you knew that it wasn't meeting the same as the third round. Why not fix it? Why not have like what Twork and Nitty did, which was a gradual incline, but then the last round they kind of like didn't do as good as you, but it was like better and better. Like it was good. Like I don't know how they were comfortable with that first round. That first round was no. That first round was mid smoke, regular, um, just hanging out, kicking it, just just like it was not as powerful as they third. And so I felt like maybe they didn't really give us all they got, but I can go back and look at this and I'm like, yo, Twork and Nitty, they gave us all they got. They gave us their best. And it was crazy. But yeah, I have Tay Rock winning the last round. And then he went crazy too. Like he was saying so much that round, I couldn't even write it down fast enough because every every line was a puncher. Okay, every gun title. Now you could say that every 5 seconds that third round, but the other two, I was just like, it was hurting him in my opinion. And then you have the crowd just not going with it, so and it wasn't landing as hard as he thought it was gonna land. So um they did great. These men, they did great, and they did put up a good fight. That what you call it? I don't even watch Game of Thrones, but held the door like the no what was the line? What's the
Corridor, hold the door.
hold the door at the end? That's how he closed it. He closed it out smooth, clean cut. Like yo, like yeah, his lines, Geechi's rebuttals was crazy. Tay Rock's raps, his bars was crazy. Third round, I give it to them for sure.
With that being said, shouts out to all four of them brothers. They put on tonight. I believe they really saved the event, man. I believe they saved the event. Like I said,
Mm.
this battle hella replay value to this battle, man. It's too bad it won't be on YouTube, because if it was on YouTube, it definitely would generate millions. But you know, you want to watch it, you definitely gonna have to become a subscriber to the app, man. But this battle was crazy. Hella replay to it, man. Probably some of the best ones in history, man. They was just on one, man. Um, I got Rock and Geechi losing to Twork and Rum Nitty, man. Good battle, 2-1. And with that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment. That's the question. Is yours. Hit the link in the description box. Subscribe to Battle Truth, man. Um, God bless you.
All right, later.